Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to my very first podcast. I am your host, Lady J. This is Lie to Yourself, Not Me, Real Talk with Miss Lady J. Thank y'all for joining in. I have a really good show coming up tonight. I have some special guests that are here with me, so I want to introduce them before we get into the good stuff. I have from the TDC, podcast. I have Mr. Mike Hennessey, 215. I was on there with them. Come on in, Mike. Let me see what you got going on.
What's going on?
What's
What
up,
is
sir? How
going
you
on? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
It's good
Doing
to see
pretty
you.
good.
Good to
Doing pretty
see you.
good. Ready for it. Ready
You
for it.
ready? Me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
Did you bring your adult beverage?
Huh?
Did you bring your adult beverage? Oh, see, you slacking. I told everybody bring it. I also have another guest here. This is a special guest. I have not been able to have the pleasure to do a podcast with him until tonight, so I'm super excited. I'm going to let my friend Mike Hennessy go ahead and introduce him.
Okay. This is my esteemed the overlord of the show itself. You know, he's the Blurder Proof Entertainment president, CEO, all that good stuff. You know, that's my guy, Mr. Otis East. You know, Lelouch V. Everybody know who he is.
No, they don't. I am nobody.
Don't.
Live, live, all the live. That's
That
the
was a
big
little
thing,
too much
y'all.
respect on my name. I appreciate the grand entrance. You know, I'm just regular dude out here. You know, trying to do things and talk shit with people. You know,
Not lie. She lying to y'all. That's the big man right there. That's why this is so special because I got the big man on the show.
Hey, listen, we here with Lady J, here to support. Definitely do our thing. You know, keep some stuff going. You know, keep the champagne going. Keep the
what that
fun.
means, Mr. Peter Mosley. But
Huh?
I appreciate the comment. I'm saying I don't know what that means, Peter Mosley.
Whatever
but...
that means, bro. Whatever that means, it's something. So you know.
Yeah, I appreciate the comment.
Remember, everybody. You know, the follow the group. You know, do you?
So, want to go ahead and let the guys introduce where they're all at. Mr. Mike, do you want to go first and tell us where we can find you and get a hold of you at?
Oh shit. Okay,
Uh-oh.
so my name Mike in the C215. Most people in this know me. Find me on Instagram, Mike in the C215. TikTok, Mike in the C215. What's up, Diana?
Hey, Dirty Diana.
She said she can't hear.
She can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
Any of us?
We should be okay. I'm getting.
I don't know.
the
I thought we was. I mean, Young King, can you hear us? Because there's people watching. So
You with the phone? Hey, Aaron.
I don't hear the mute button. Hold on. I can hear. I don't know. She said, "Can anyone else hear?"
It could just be Facebook just don't like us today. They might have muted us for some reason.
Hey, it could have. Let me. I gotta check it now and see how it's working. But like I said, I can hear myself, so I'm pretty good on my end.
I hear me. I hear everything.
Yeah, I'm playing it. Jay in there. What's up, Jay? Like I said, Mike Hennessy 215, TikTok, Instagram. Also on Twitch, Mike Hennessy 23. Follow me on there. I game, I do stuff. Our podcast is actually being broadcast live right on my Twitch right now. So definitely give a follow. You'll probably hear me play some games and get real frustrated at games and shit. So
Mr. Otis, could you please?
I don't like being found. I like being, unknown and stuff. But I guess,
just in case they want to know about podcasting or all your special abilities. I mean, something.
Special abilities. No, if you want to find me on Instagram, it's just like the name right on the screen, Lelouch V, Lelouch_V. It's a picture of the character who I hijacked this name from. I'll put a picture of myself up there eventually when I guess one day.
One day.
Yeah, you'll catch me this Yeah, one day. But you catch me on Sundays on at 5:30 on the TBC podcast. I mean, not TBC podcast, Then and Now podcast. I'm gonna be on the TBC podcast eventually. I got to get a.
Hey, it's coming. Oh no, it's coming. Yeah. It's definitely coming. So, just before we start, I wanted to do something fun for you, and do something special. So I was like, you know what? Let's put a smile on Lady J's face real quick. I don't know why. I just was thinking to myself, what better way to do something? The crew can't just show up without, backup and shit. So I had to bring my backup with me.
Guess who's back? Back again. What's up? What's going on? You know, I had to be here for this grand opening. You know what I'm saying?
She brought it around town too.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? How you feeling? I'm good.
Now, see, now I feel like I really feel like I'm part of the team. Now, listen, got a special welcome yesterday. Y'all seen it. Otis, the owner, y'all, the owner, the big, the top guy, he sent me a welcome to the team. Then I got my brother Mike on here. And now I got all the head, y'all. It couldn't get no better than that.
I can't get no better.
I'm happy too because I get to officially meet old head. Like,
because I never got to meet him. Never got to meet him. How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good, man.
When I feel bad
this
about
goddamn
that,
wig on his head is killing me.
I'm thinking of the beginning of
like, dang, y'all never met.
The Wayans brothers.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So then it's your turn, old head. You gotta tell us how we can find you.
Hey, I'm only on one thing right now. I'm on Instagram under old_head. So I'm gonna do some other stuff or whatever. Since I've been out of the military, I've been kind of laid back and stuff like that. I haven't been going on Facebook. Just recently started going back on Facebook, and you know, I only went on there to get shout outs for friends' birthdays and all kinds of other stuff. But outside of that, I'm not on it, but I'll be on it. I'm letting people know, you know, what's going on with us. Other people that are being bought into this realm. That's what I call it. But
you might just be muted in your region or something. I don't know. I really don't know.
Dirty Diana, everybody else said they can hear. Check your log out and log back in and see if that helps.
No, she switched from Facebook and then went to YouTube and she still can't hear.
It must be something muting her out, probably.
Yeah. It's got.
I don't know why.
So you got some stuff coming up, Otis. Not Otis, excuse me, old head. Look, too old.
Yeah, you know, I'm still getting people that I know, a whole bunch of military people and everything that do, you know, to look at this. It's informative. It's, you know, we put out a lot of informative stuff, and sometimes it gets serious and sometimes we get wild with it or whatever. But, you know, you have fun. It's all about having fun, learning. Because I'm constantly learning. I'm learning with this, you know, dealing with this. You know, you out there, a lot of people looking at you, so you gotta come with your thing. Whatever your niche is, you come with it.
So I ain't come with that pic.
Why you didn't come with that pic for my first show? You're supposed to come with the pic. You could
the pic.
I appreciate your presence, but I'm just saying you could have came with the pic too to surprise me. That's all I'm saying.
I had to use that on my son's actual bush.
All right. Well, as y'all know, I am Lady J. I have many places you can find me. You can find me. My most favorite place right now is TikTok. TikTok has taken over my brain. You can find me on TikTok at Lady J1111. You can find me on Facebook. My business page is J's Decadent Delights. I also have a Instagram business page, which is _J's_Decadent Delights. And then, and Instagram, forgive me, Instagram. I am LadyMan2008 on Instagram. And Mike, don't put my personal page up there. If you don't want nobody.
I will not. Nope.
Mike said he don't want nobody in my DM. So we keeping everybody out my personal DMs.
No DMs over here. Nope.
No,
everyone like and subscribe, please. Definitely follow. Let's make that happen. Make that happen.
Please, follow if you can, please do. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. Go to the Facebook page with Blurred Approved Entertainment and also the YouTube page. And make sure y'all follow. Don't just like it. Make sure you follow it. It's important to do both. Please. Thank you.
Make sure y'all follow everything. Lady J's businesses, all that. We here to support it. Let's make it happen.
Hey. You seen LaBouche, you seen the cakes, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mike, I got more. I got more cakes. You know what I mean?
Oh man. I'm telling you, you got to come on, y'all. You got to come on there with the
my plan today was to come on with a cupcake. I plan to come on today with a cupcake to like show y'all like one in person and enjoy it while y'all, sat and
Watch
watch.
y'all.
So we're gonna sit there and watch you eat a cupcake.
So
That's what was supposed to happen.
My face, but the day got away from me, and so I didn't get to do my cupcake. That's okay. Next time y'all come, I'm gonna have cupcakes that I can show y'all and share with y'all.
Then you're gonna have some freak dude out there talking about, man, did you see the way she was eating that cupcake, man?
Nope.
I'm on it. I'm
all
over it.
like this.
As long as he buy it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want with the cupcake after you get it.
Look, talk about, does she come with the cupcakes?
Do she
you're gonna treat it like the pie in American Pie. That's why you're gonna do a hook.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing it with cupcakes, though.
That's a good delight. Lord have mercy. I got tired of
Yo, that's messed up.
All right, Lady J, we apologize. Go do your thing. I'm sorry.
Like, this ain't no Adam and Eve products.
Adam and Eve cupcakes. If you don't cut it out, never mind. I was gonna say something. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't do that. Don't say something about that, Adam and Eve. So tonight we are talking about icebreakers and deal breakers in life and relationships. And so I have a couple of questions for my friends here tonight. I want to know we're going to start with Mr. Mike Hennessey.
Oh, man.
What is one of the best icebreaker stories that you have?
Best icebreaker stories. It doesn't matter what spectrum. Would you want me dating? Do you want it like just meeting somebody, period?
Yeah.
One of my best icebreaking stories is actually like it happened maybe sometime over the summer. Like it was just people I was hanging out with. I had no clue who nobody was, wearing my mask and stuff like that. But one of my best ways of actually talking to people, because I'm not introverted in a way, I'm very extroverted. So it's like people were having a particular conversation about sports and stuff like that. So they were talking about a particular players and players of the past and everything like that. And they got to talking about one of my favorite players of all time, Tracy McGrady. They was like, man, it was T-Mac. If he was still in the league, he would do it. And then somebody decided to say some disrespectful stuff about him and stuff like, oh, he was a bum. Like I jumped right in that conversation and we all got to talking, still friends with him to this day. So like, and it just being in a room with people that didn't know me, but I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of like just chilling, not knowing nobody. But it's like that was my way of breaking ice to people, of going to them and actually talking to them and like, telling them about stuff. Then I started talking stats and all this other stuff. They're like, oh no shit. Like we could definitely talk with him. Like, we could, all of us still talk sports to this day. We play the game sometimes, so, that's one of my best icebreaker stories.
That's good. That's a good icebreaker story. Like y'all make friends and like, y'all feel cool. So that's a good one.
Right.
Mr. Otis, because I don't know how to say your name. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm gonna call you all kinds of stuff.
Sorry. Good.
It's gonna be horrible. So we're not even gonna do that tonight. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna see the anime that it's from, and you can hear them say the name over and over. But Lelouch V. Since I am more on the introverted side of things, I'll give a example from a virtual icebreaker.
Okay.
This was back in I want to say 2018, 2019. The person who is now my lady, she had put out like a regular, one of those regular goofy posts like hiring for a boyfriend. That as soon as she put that up, it was a million thirsty comments in there because my lady's pretty. I got a pretty girlfriend.
Right.
And all of them sound like,
He like she's watching. I better say it's right. She's watching. I better say everything's right.
She's still at work. She gets off in about 45 minutes. But
okay.
I'm lighting you up with these things right now.
Yeah. A million, thirsty comments. Oh, you hiring? And he's like, so when can I start? When I saw all those thirsty comments, I just like, what's the benefit package look like? That was my response. And then I ended up with the DM slap later. So I mean, I guess I technically.
Oh,
yeah, that's the easiest one I could think of. I mean,
and how long you said you've been together? How long?
I think we hit
this is going into your 3rd year, ain't it?
I think we hit 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad she's not watching because she would have been like, "You think what?"
She don't remember either.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Lord, well,
Listen,
Lord,
shout
y'all
out-
both don't remember.
Shout out to Felicia. She's one of the best.
Oh,
Oh, good look. What's going on, Chris?
see, look,
What's
she
up,
is
brother?
watching at work. See,
She's not watching the
Look.
She's about to-
all right.
God
Let
damn,
us say
Chris,
nothing
man.
out the line. Yeah.
She like I gotta be on my best behavior now, Mr. Oldhead. I'm ready for you with the
Yeah.
lopsided. With you know what? It's on straight today. Actually,
Yes, it is.
it is on straight today. I just
And the funny part
Fix this
is,
curl.
I put it on faster than I do any other time.
Like,
you see lopsided to the left.
every
Like,
time you
it's
laugh
on
and the
regular
wig
today.
bounce, I just think we're brothers. We're
Yeah.
happy, we're singing, and
And we're
Oh,
coloring.
Right.
no, it's 35 minutes.
Give me a high five. My icebreaker would pretty much be like it's different from the way Lelouch is. But mine was with my wife when I was going through school, and she was on the same post. She worked on the same post I was going to school in.
Okay.
And I went with my friend bowling one night, right? We decided to go bowling, and that's how I met her.
This story. I know.
Yeah, that's how I met her.
It's actually a cute
So
ass
she
story,
was
too.
there. I guess she was there with 2 or 3 of her girlfriends, and I'm there with him, and we down some lanes or whatever. So I'm looking down there or whatever. And I'm like, man, she's cute. I'm like, I wasn't going to say anything. I just kept bowling or whatever, and they kept looking. So I was like, my friend was like, why don't you just go say something to her? I said, I'm not trying to, get with anybody right now because we got this school and, military. That's when I was going through AIT. So I'm like, I'm gonna just leave it alone right now. So what happened was she went to go get a drink for one of her friends. Yeah, she went to go get a drink for one of her friends because her friend didn't bring her ID with her. She left it in the car and she didn't feel like going out there and getting it.
Hold on, young king.
So I went to go get a drink, but since I don't drink and I went to get like a Pepsi or something like that from the counter, and she forgot to bring her ID up there. So what happened was I was the one that showed my ID and paid for the drink, even though it wasn't my, future wife's drink. So she was like, "Oh, that's nice and such or whatever," and I was like, "Oh, I don't have a problem with it." So we went on bowling, ain't say anything to each other or whatever until she left, because my boy was like, "Man, you should wait till she come out and then, holler at her or whatever." I said, "All right." So I'm waiting for a little bit. She comes out with her friends and stuff. And the oldest son was with her. So she was like, "Hi, you the one that help me get the drink or whatever?" I said, "Yeah." And I told her my name and everything. And, so we basically introduced each other, even though we didn't at the counter. So I'm sitting there, and I'm going to sleep. We on hours. It had to be at least 2-3 hours. We were standing there at her car talking.
Damn.
Just talking for 2-3 hours.
Damn.
And then after that, it was like, I'm gonna talk to you later or whatever. Because I didn't have a phone during that time. So it was like she worked across from where I was going to school. So I was able to meet her when she went outside for breaks and stuff like that. And that's how that was the icebreaker right there. That it was the next thing you know, we together
was it like 20
years,
almost
and
20
then
years?
Y'all took Kevin
Damn near.
off and we talked like to the max.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And that's where it went. And it just went from there. And then we started finding out, it was things that anybody would do. And you'll see some stuff that you may do or she may do that either one of us don't really agree with or like or whatever, but we talked about it. we you know what I'm saying? So it was basically it was bound to happen. I knew she was the one I was going to marry, but I was just going through so much emotionally and everything, and I just couldn't do it at the time that I wanted to. I had to get myself together before I decided to do that. And after that, and then I did the icebreaker again. I went on ahead, 2012, and bought her a ring. What happened? We was in the mall. She was shopping.
Yeah.
And I was telling my sons, I was like, look, don't say anything. Don't say anything to your mom. I'm about to go get this ring. And y'all just sit here. Don't say nothing. So she was shopping in, I forget what store it was. But anyway, I came back and she hadn't even come out. I said, she ain't come out the store yet. So they was like, nah, we still waiting. So she finally came out from the store, and I told her, I know I had you waiting for a long time. I had to get myself together, and I just wanted to ask her, drop down on the knee right in the middle of the mall. Didn't care who was walking around, whatever, and asked her would she marry me, put the ring on her finger and everything, man, and that was history. And ever since then, we've been cool. We've been friends.
Each other ever since.
Hey, I know you know that old song, that song back in the 80s, Friends and Lovers. And I'll be your friend. And I'll be.
That's how I know I'm young, because he said that. I thought of Usher, Lovers and Friends. I was like,
friends.
Like that wasn't the 80s. What? So Young King said, Aaron said MVP. He said,
I saw it. Thank you. That's how you gotta do that.
That's super sweet. Like one day.
Go get your lady, man.
Now, after hearing old hair story, like I wish I would have told the full story for mine. Nah, I feel
Just know, old head don't tell no short story.
Just know.
We be sometimes. Huh? Go ahead, Lady G. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, just know if you gonna ask the question, he gonna give you all of it.
No, you listen. It's
nothing wrong with that.
No. So,
all right, well,
go ahead. What you say?
No, go ahead.
Nah, it's your turn,
For
Lady
me,
J.
I think the best icebreaker I had was I was working at this furniture store back in like 2006. I had started working for this furniture store called McMahon's Furniture, and I was one of the front office ladies. And there was this guy that worked there. Did I hear the echo? That means
no.
Okay. There was a guy that worked there, and I had asked him to like come up to the front and help me, but I could never remember like how to say his name. So I used to call him cell phone because his name was Nakia, but I would be like, yo, listen, I don't know how to say your name, Nokia, whoever you are, whatever your name is, like cell phone. I just need to know, like, can you grab that couch from the back? Because we got a customer here to pick up. And he would be like, oh, so you just gonna call me cell phone? Okay, so I'm gonna just call you light skin. Like he calls me light skin and I call him cell phone. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I just need you to get that couch, okay? When I tell you, literally, we became the best of friends. To this day, we still like in my phone, it says cell phone. Like it says cell phone. I kid you not. It says cell phone, and like literally. Like I've stayed at his house before. He knows my kids. He's actually the godfather of one of my kids, one of my daughters. Like we've known each other like forever. Yes. So it was just like it was crazy. Like it was the sweetest thing. And like I remember one time we went to lunch, and like he was like, "Oh, I have to open your door." I was like, "You think you slick cell phone, don't you?" And it was really that his door didn't open from the inside. So yeah, so like, I was like, "Yo, I think he kind of like," and it wasn't nothing like that. It was just like, "Nah, really for real, my door just doesn't open from the inside." So we have been like the best of friends ever since. So like, yeah, so that is probably one of my best icebreaker stories because I was like, I really didn't know how to say his name. I was like, "Listen, Nokia, whatever, Nokia, whatever your name is. I don't know. Just get the couch, okay? Just get the couch." So that's probably one of my best. So now I want to talk about like your worst icebreaker story. Like, what is your worst icebreaker situation?
I have two, but I'll speak on one. Is actually what my current lady met. So when we originally met, I was at the Black Panther party. This ain't the shirt that I wore. No, I didn't wear this shirt. I just wore Black Panther just to wear wearing her stuff right now. But you know, and it wasn't even like it was bad. She just didn't know. Like, it's funny as hell. We had met in like 2018. We recently like became something, and it's like, when I first met her, she was hosting an event, a Black Panther party event. Like, technically, I wasn't supposed to meet her because learning that she wasn't even supposed to do that. That event actually was a last minute thing. I just it was free tickets. I showed up with my cousin and stuff like that. I just know I was talking to her mom, hanging out with her mom, fun as hell, hanging out cool with her mom. But I didn't know that was her daughter. And I looked at her and I was like, "Oh shit, they look just alike." So that is her daughter. Like, but I just remember, I think she had a boyfriend at the time. So, and then me and my ex had broken up not too long after that, before that. Like, so I was single, but she was dancing in front of me. Like, because she's smaller than me, but she was dancing in front of me. And super beyond attracted to her. And I remember just dancing with her, and I'm like staring at her. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I want to say something, but I can't. So I was trying to have small talk with her, but because she was so busy, she don't remember this. Because if you tell her now, she thinks she was the sweetest thing on the face of the planet. But I'm like, you was pretty annoyed then. Like, if you're the person, you would remember that. So she was no, I was just trying to have a little conversation. It's like, "Oh, you know," and you never try to talk to somebody to see if they got a boyfriend. Like, it was the worst time of my life trying to talk to her in that fashion, but I made sure I kept in touch with her. I was smart about my ish. I was smart about my ish, but I made sure I kept in touch with her and kept communication with her. And hey, you know, we talked last year, but it was like just in that beginning moments of trying to talk to her, like trying to dance and like, "Oh, you know, this is, you know, a cool party, blah blah blah." Like, she, you know, she just saying stuff or whatever the case is. Yeah. And I remember I was saying something to her. She stopped me in the middle. She said, "Oh, I gotta stop this real quick because I gotta do something real quick." I was like, "Oh, okay," and just let her go. I felt like a whole idiot. Like, oh, yeah. But she was busy that day anyway. But it was like, that was my worst icebreaker because I couldn't break necessarily the ice. I still got information and still was able to keep up. What's up, Liv? I was still able to keep up conversation wise and stuff like that, but that just was a moment that she don't really remember, but I clearly remember everything. She wasn't mean, it wasn't nothing. Just that she was like doing stuff. You know, she had a lot of moving around to do. It just, it just wasn't super hot. Oh my God. You said I came in like Jerome.
No.
He had that look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes.
Yeah. So I'm done. I'm done with the story. That was a pretty harsh one. So
that's it, right?
It's working his way.
It's Lelouch. Just say
Lelouch. I don't know. He got it before I even got it though.
Who?
I looked at that joint and was like, Lelouch or man, I fucked
no,
that up.
It's Lelouch.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
When I first it took me a
minute. I'm good at pronouncing. I've always been good at pronouncing people's names. I don't know why, but
same.
So shit, people still spell my name wrong, so I guess people still put the E before the A. So you know. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I'm like, that's Michelle, technically. Y'all know that, right?
Michael. It's my kill.
What's yours?
Worst icebreaker story.
That's embarrassing story. That's what that shit should be.
Yeah, it's like I'll go back to what was that, freshman year in college. No, that was before that, after that, sometime around freshman year of college. It was a summer. Me and one of my guys were working out at my parents' house because they had a bench and all of that workout set in the basement.
Get him!
One of my guys
brings playing the damn game.
Brings a friend over. And instead of him coming down and working out with us, he's sitting there just talking shit from upstairs. And I'm really not paying attention to it, just like whatever, trying to get this workout in. But then I hear her talking about anime from upstairs. And she's saying like, "Oh, this like Naruto is like one of the worst things I've ever seen." I was like, "What do you even watch? Like, why do you even like?" I just came up there talking mad shit because that's kind of my thing. I like to talk shit. Yeah. So we got into a whole argument about anime for like 45 minutes while I'm finishing out this workout. My guy just sitting there, just like was watching this happen and not saying nothing. They end up leaving, and then 45 minutes later, I get a text on my phone says, "So when are you coming to see me?" I was like,
"What?
When can I come see you?"
He was like, "I thought you were with my brother." And it's like, "No, yeah, oh man,
they ready to rumble?"
No, not yet. That's going into another.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
But I'm gonna leave it there.
Fun time.
Yeah, not so fun times. Hey, money. Hope you're not watching. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there. Oh my god, that's a story
that right there. We're gonna keep that up there, bro. We're not gonna go no further. No further.
I'm
moonwalk out this situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there. I was not prepared for that question.
My bad. I meant to send those. My bad. I apologize.
It's okay.
Old head, it is your turn. Y'all get ready. Y'all got your popcorn.
Oh man! All right. So my worst icebreaker was in the military. Of course, this had to come to fruition. But I had somebody that I used to work with because I ran a tool room for a little bit when I was over in Iraq. So it was this one sergeant that was on the night shift. I was running the day shift. So I didn't get to be around him. Apparently, he was one of those guys that thought he was going to take over in there or whatever after the actual tool room sergeant left. And they didn't do it. So he was upset about that. So I didn't really get to be around this guy at all. So one day he comes in and he starts cussing out one of my soldiers. I'm not in there yet, in the van that we're supposed to be in. So I go there and I hear all this hollering and him cussing the soldier out. And I'm like, "What's up?" I go in there, see him, and I asked him a question. I said, what are you cussing at him for? Why are you hollering at the soldier? He was like, "Oh, he moved some stuff on the computer or whatever, move my stuff, my personal stuff." I'm like, "Your personal stuff?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "It's a government computer. Your personal stuff ain't supposed to be on the government computer. You got your own laptop. So take it, go on ahead and put your stuff on your laptop or keep it on a hard drive or something."
Right.
He was like, "Well, I had it on here for the longest or whatever, and they don't be moving. Don't no soldiers be moving my stuff or whatever." I said, "He moved your stuff because he was making room for work-related, issues." Right, so he kept going, and then he going to turn around and tell me, "Oh, you just trying to side with the soldier and stuff all the time." I was like, hold up, yo. So what happened after that, it got brutal. So he kept talking trash. So I told the soldiers to leave out. You've never seen me like ever get mad. Nobody. Man, I cussed this dude out so bad. At the end of the cuss out, he walked out. He was getting ready to close the door, and before he closed the door, he was like, I look back in and talk about, Sergeant Shaw, I don't want to talk to you until you start talking to me nice, and close the door. I was like, you fucking punk. You know, you going to try to make me look bad in front of the soldiers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm allowing them to be creative with how they were using stuff. And I'm all for the soldier when it comes down to that, because it helps build their confidence and everything. This clown, he's one of them people that come around and want to belittle them and stuff because he's in power. Yeah, I'm like, cool. No, that is not how you do it. Yeah, that's not how you do it. So, I mean, that was the worst icebreaker I had, because it was like, I wanted to say, hey, what's up or whatever, but this clown just decided he wanted to show his ass, so I had to show mine too. And I'm not the type of person. I'm always subtle and stuff. I'm passive about certain things or whatever, because I don't like confrontation. I don't like getting into no big unnecessary debates and crap like that. It's just not me. It's not in my nature. If I have to get in there and be that way, then I'm gonna be that way. If you choose to make me that way, you know, you're not gonna like what you get. But it was stupid, man. I was like, damn, I was coming in to say hi to him because I hadn't seen him or anything, and this dude came in there tripping. I'm like, nope, no time to be that nice one. That nice one out the door. That nice went out the door like like a divorcee when they trying to run away from their husband or their wife. I was out.
It's definitely a way to describe that.
I'm sorry. I've been there. I've been there before, so I know the feeling.
You're not gonna like me when I mean. What is it? You're not gonna like me when I'm angry.
Yeah. The Incredible Hulk. Mm-hmm. David Banner. Mm-hmm. Right. Not Bruce, but David.
No. So I think I've had quite a few really bad icebreakers, but I think the most like the one I want to talk about. I remember I had took my kids to the park. This was when I had my older 3 kids. It was just them, and I'm at the park. And I'm standing there minding my business, you know, like I do. Story time, y'all. It's time for a story. I'm at the park. I'm minding my business, and this gentleman comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm fine." You know, this that, and he's like, "Oh, you know, I was just wondering, you know, if I could, get to know you better, this that, and the other." And I'm like, okay, I guess so. You know, so give the guy my number. We exchange numbers. He calls me. We're having a nice little conversation. As the conversation proceeds, he's like, so you have a dog? I was like, yeah, I got a dog. He's like, you got a pit bull, huh? What?
That's creepy.
No, I don't have a pit bull. We talk some more. I'm like, whatever. He's like, yo, you smoke? Wait, like what, cigarettes? Nah, you smoke weed?
This clown.
No, no, I don't. I'm like, why is he asking all these questions? I think the last question he asked me was like, yo, you like fried chicken and like watermelon? Like you make that a lot? I said, I'm getting off this phone. You know what? I gotta go. But I'll call you later. Listen, I ain't never called back. I said, when this dude didn't stereotype me from jump, like literally, I was like, how do you like try to like meet somebody, and as soon as you get on the phone, like them is the kind of questions you ask. You cannot break no ice like that.
You cannot. He didn't even start chipping at it. He literally got the cubes and melted that bitch. Like he didn't break it. He just melted it. Like,
did the dude that asked you, did he have one too?
No.
Was he talking like Jerome?
Listen,
that sounds like something Jerome would add.
Listen, on TikTok, I'll be like, listen,
you got some chicken?
I don't discriminate.
Some watermelon.
But let me tell you something. If you,
Chris, I don't even know. I can't even put yours on screen, Brody. I'm not even gonna do that.
Like literally, like nah. I tell folks on TikTok, I don't got no like type or whatever. Oh, dirty Diana and her trees. You gotta watch her with her trees. She get wild, y'all. She
All right, so instead of
down.
saying the Chris's thing, was he a fair skin, man, or
Yes.
oh shit.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
You're on point, bro. Just know.
You're right. You're right there. You were right there on the money, Chris.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the worst.
Yeah, high key.
Yeah.
Not a social experiment. Yeah. So that was like one of the worst icebreakers that I have had experienced.
Bang bang.
I was like, nah.
So stupid.
Like that was like that's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me, dog. So nah, I couldn't do it. I would like to, if Mr. Mike Hennessey could bring up some pictures for me.
Yes,
of some cakes, because my whole thing was I wanted to kind of like let y'all see some of the
New
cakes
ones
that I do. So these are some things that I've done. But I guess while Mike is showing you guys some of this stuff, I'll kind of like dive into a little bit about me. Since I'm new to the team. I'm Lady J. It's easier just to call me Lady J or J, because if you try to say my real name, you're gonna be like me and Mr. Otis at the bottom, Mr. LaLouche, LaBruce. Yeah, that's why I was like, no. I have 5 crumb snatching kids. I am on a spiritual journey to learn to do better. I hope that with this podcast, that's what I can do. A little over 4 years ago, I decided to become a baker. And so this is a couple of the things that I do. These are some of my decadent delights that I like to make.
That right there.
That is
a delight right there.
Yes, sir.
Is that like a shot going into the cupcake?
Right there. Yeah.
You said what?
Is that a shot going into the cupcake? Is that a shot?
It is actually, yes. That is the dope beverages going right into that cupcake.
Oh my gosh. Hey, your ass toasted over here. God damn.
And you know what? The thing about that one is, so that's the strawberry margarita cupcake. That cupcake actually has tequila inside the cake. And it has tequila inside. Like, so the tequila in the cake is like cooked out. But the tequila inside
good?
the butt,
It's good?
Tequila inside the buttercream.
Nice.
And then if you want the shot in there too, then you got the shot that you can either squeeze in or just take if you like. It's all up to you. It's your choice. It's your choice. It's what you choose to do with it. So I don't.
No, you got to look at the faces. You got to look at the faces while you telling that. They like dreaming, like, oh God, oh, that sounds so delicious, scrumptious.
So yes, so that is some of my stuff. I hope that y'all watching will come over to either the Facebook page, which is Jay's Decadent Delights, or the Instagram page, which is _Jay's Decadent _Jay's _Decadent Delights. You would think that that's mine, and I would know the things, but I don't. I just be like, listen, look up Jay's Decadent Delights on Instagram. You'll find it. It's there.
And they won't. If you type it in the way you said it, they won't find it.
I'll be sure, but you know, a lot of people don't go to that page. Most people go to the Facebook page.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Most people go to the Facebook page. Trying to get business with cake on Instagram is like hard. It's hard. Tequila Rose and the cupcake
is definitely grade A. Work your ass off to get this following type of service.
Seriously, it is. I've had that page for. I think I started that one a little after the Facebook page, and when I tell you that it is hard, like trying to get people to fumble through there, man. Mostly the only people that fumble through there is people like I really know, like it be family or like real close friends. They be like trying to show me some support. I appreciate them for that. I do. Thank y'all. If y'all watching tonight, thank y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. I appreciate it. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all so sweet. Thank y'all. So I guess we can go ahead and move on now that I've done my shameless plug of business.
Oh yeah,
should be right under it.
I want to talk about now. Let's talk about deal breakers. Let's talk about deal breakers. I want to know, like, first one is like, what are some of, and I'm talking about like it could be like in friendship or whatever, but for me, I'm not gonna lie, mine gonna be relationship. Okay, I'm gonna just let y'all know off the bat. Just be ready. There's 3 of y'all guys in here, just so y'all know. Wait for the arsenal of
No, you're good.
with me. Okay, so Mr. Mike Hennessey, what is one of your, or not even one, even if you have like a couple, like your really, really important deal breakers?
Okay. So my deal breakers is I got a couple of different things. I work with my deal breakers. It's weird as shit, but I work with the deal breaker because I want you to know that's a deal breaker and that here comes the chance now.
Okay.
Like my number one offset rule is disrespect for my child. That is number one. Out of anything, I think all of us is the same family. And like my child, no, you can't go up to my child and call her a bitch and think you got a second chance. Like, no.
Okay, so you mean like disrespect to her, like so somebody disrespecting her. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Disrespect towards my child. Yeah. Putting your hands on her, all that. No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All this Macho Man Randy Savage, all that. I might Brock Lesnar. That's what I'm thinking more like Brock Lesnar. That works better for me because it's good rage for me. But anyway, I think my deal breakers are more or less like people that talk a certain way. I can't take I have a real bad problem with language barriers. Like if me and you were talking and your words, you talk like how you type your words, I'm gonna have a major problem with it. Like don't talk to me like I'm
broken English.
Like I don't like when people say, like, let's say if you got a woman that you talking to, whatever the case is, and she's sitting there, you mean fuck this nigga, you know I mean something like, man, I'm talking to a dude. Like, no, like we're not going to sit there and do that. That's not what language barriers is a major problem with me. Somebody that isn't good at communication, even if we have arguments, just still communicate, just still be there. You know, be understanding, help me be understanding of you. I like the collaboration and cooperation with communication. All those C's. You see that? I live in C's, by the way. I live in C's. All the C's, I'm about those. Collaboration, cooperation, compromise, consistency, all that. All them C's, I'm about those things.
But I feel like with communication, I feel like you have to make sure that, because you can communicate yourself efficiently to someone and they just still not understand. And that's why it becomes a deal breaker.
Because it's like if we both are getting to a point where it's not working, you got to do something about it. Like that's how I look at it. Like if y'all want to work for it, you'll make it work. If y'all keep communicating, like that's when you make it work. Believe me, I communicate with mine all the time. And my daughter, my girl, it don't matter who it is. I communicate with everybody, and it's like even if we got to go in depths of hell just to get the communication to go right. And as long as it's going right, as long as it's heading towards it, I'll stay a part of it. Because I do believe there's a way that you can talk to certain things, you know, like it's about the relationships you create with somebody. If somebody can trust that the communication can be a certain way, that's what is that can make things better for you in the long run. I got one more thing. Somebody that don't take care of themselves. Like, and what I mean by that is like you know it's not.
They don't shower.
No, well,
he's talking about they just don't. It's like whenever they dress or whenever they do anything, it's like they don't care. They don't care how their presentation. That's not only in clothes or whatever, but how you talk to people, and it's just.
You just don't care.
Because it's like
it's about you and how you want to do things. No one else matters. It's just about you, and that's just 100% it. Like if I'm dating you and you're engulfing cheesesteaks every day of the week. Now there's no judgment with it, but I know there's chances are you're gonna die if you keep doing that. Like
a little bit of judgment.
But like, think about it. Think about this.
It is.
Think of how much
I'm judging. Not even Mike. It's me. I'm judging.
Yeah, how much a cheesesteak can hurt you if you eat that every single day of the week. Literally, if you eat it every day for a month,
So,
like, imagine with your heart. Like, I don't want to be with you. I'm about to bury you now. Now I got to take a life insurance policy out to make sure I'm good in the end game of it. You know what I mean? Like,
so like I'm real big on like words, like, and when I say that, I mean like. So to me, that sounds like not necessarily they don't care, but like selfish people. You're selfish because all you think about, like what you said, is like all you think about is yourself. Like you're not thinking about the fact that like I care about you, I love you, and I would
because
like
they
to be
don't
around.
care.
Huh?
Because they don't care the fact that these things is happening.
Just want to throw that back up there for a second.
They
So
don't care. No, it's
because when you
selfish.
first said they don't take care of themselves, so that's why I thought it was shower too. I thought
But
it
it's
was
all
like
of
right
that.
things.
No, it's
they
all of that.
understand.
They
Like-
just don't.
That just matters too. All these things matter because it's a selfish act. But you don't care about. You don't care. You have no care at all. You just care about you. Like, I don't like that. Like, you gotta. I have to be in there some type of way.
Yeah.
We can't communicate effectively because you don't care. You know, I can't make it. I can't have it. Like, I can't. You know, you don't care about your presentation in life. You know what I mean? You walk around as if your word is gold to everything that you say. Like, it just, all that stuff is just, a lot of people can possibly think like that. And it's just, nah, I can't do that.
No.
I pay too much attention to people in the world. That's why it's like, you know.
Oh, look, you're trying to get out of answering the question. That's what that is.
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
La Rouge tried to get out the question. That's what that was. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna bow out of this one."
I'm done with it.
Oh no,
that's my thing.
I'm waiting the whole show for this part because I got a couple of them.
Where's my popcorn at? I forgot my popcorn. I'm ready. I think Mike said he was done.
I'm gonna get my water.
Yeah, mine a little like a tad bit more specific than Mike's. A deal breaker for me. I hate people that can't hold a conversation. So like if I'm saying a bunch of stuff and you're just saying yeah and okay, then you probably not gonna hear from me much after that. I hate that with a fucking passion.
How the hell are they calling Mike?
Yo, what's good, Jordan? It's good, buddy.
Sorry.
I hate people that like always talk about how bored they are, but never like offer a thing to do to solve that boredom. Like, I'm bored. What do you want to do? I don't know. I hate.
What's going on, Jordan?
I hate that shit with a fiery passion.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's such an annoying. I also hate people that are always bored. Because it's like, if you're always bored, then like,
yes, get your
like I'm trying to, I try to figure that out too. When people say that and they constantly say it, it's like, all right, with so much in the world that's going on or whatever, how the hell can you be bored? You know what I'm saying? It's just too much to do unless unless you a hermit or something like that. You know, you live up in the cave by yourself or something. I can understand why you bored or whatever. You just don't never come down from the cave. But come on, man. There's no way that somebody can be bored 24/7. There's no way, no possible way.
You got kids?
Yeah.
Well,
I
got kids.
Listen, they bored. They got.
Yeah.
A PS4.
Yeah, they never satisfied. Yeah. So there's a difference between them being bored and not satisfied. They're just not satisfied with shit. Like,
no, but they tell you, I'm bored.
That's what they tell
I'm
you.
Like, look, that be making you think, all right, I done bought you all of this stuff and you bored. Man, I'm gonna take this stuff and give it to somebody else that appreciate. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that. I'm like, oh well, you can't be that bored.
You know what it is, and I want Otis to finish this. Like, it makes sense why they say that in a weird way. I know it sounds crazy, but because I was a kid at one point, and I can imagine, it's like they want to go to fun places. Like, oh, take me here, go here. But when you say no to it, they get bored. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're not as creative as we was.
We was creative.
They're not as creative. We used to have great adventures.
My daddy used to lock me out and be like, "You want some water? There's a water hose. Like, listen,
right outside in the yard."
My grandma used to leave right on the porch. I can see y'all. Don't worry.
No, if I ever said I was bored around my family, they're throwing me books. Like, just here, just read this shit. Like,
that was another thing too. Read a book.
Exactly.
You're right.
Then you take your behind outside or whatever because you don't want to do that. I never got that. It's just because I can't say I had a bored childhood at all, man. We was out. Like, you know how they into the game systems and stuff like that. And we had Atari and crap when that stuff first came out. And even though we played it, the minute somebody said, yo, we getting ready to play some basketball. We playing football. Yo, we drop it. Drop it. Bam. Gone. But I understand why now, because it's dangerous to be outside. I'm sorry. It's just it's not the same. This generation is
and you know what it is? Not even to change the conversation, because I know if I say this, it'll set him off. I don't want to set you off. I want to set you off, but the kids, the reason why I now know, the reason why it's dangerous now is because it's these little Negroes that's doing the danger. They're 14, 15 that's out here doing it. That's why they're not playing no more. All they worrying about is grown people stuff. They're influenced by the saying of, oh, let's get women. I'm not using that word. This is a PG show, ladies and gentlemen.
My bad. I definitely cursed a couple times. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Not that.
I'm
not on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok tonight. I'm good. I'm not on TikTok tonight.
Got you. But the when we was kids, 14, 13, 14, yeah, we was liking girls and stuff, but best believe I was on that court getting it in. We was playing manhunt still. We was going over to the damn train tracks across the street, running all over the train tracks over here. My mom wondering if our ass got ran over by a train. Not if we got shot by somebody, because you can't help yourself, because you so ingrained on what's going on in this generation now that you gotta be a hood boy. You gotta, like, how didn't you know that was corny when you was a kid? Like, when you were growing up, you didn't find out that was corny. It's nothing decent about it. Nothing. Nothing. Everybody's first job is selling drugs. Like, come on, man. Like,
nah, it's trendy now. It's trendy to be a thug. It's trendy to sell drugs.
Not yours, but it's like a lot of people. It's trendy. Right. A lot of people's first job is, selling drugs.
It's
trendy or whatever, but
they know that hustle.
No, I think the joke part of that went completely over my head.
What?
He's like, yeah, it was my first. You know what I'm
oh, I didn't know you said it. You said that about yours. I thought you said, was that my first? Like, I get what you're saying. Damn, that was your second job. Got you.
Like third or fourth, like going back to my deal breakers. I hate people that always have to be outside to have fun too. Like, I hate the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, you always have to be doing something to enjoy yourself. It's like you don't know how to sit your ass down and keep yourself entertained. Like, that's kind of weird to me. I also got to piggyback off Mike's the one that he didn't say. If you don't shower, that is an instant deal. If I smell you before I see you, there's a problem. Like, we can't do that. Like, it's got to change. Another big one for me. Same thing with No, I won't do that one because Mike already hit that one for a while. Another big one for me is just a lack of ambition. If you have, like, I'm not saying that you have to have like the biggest dreams on the planet. Like, if your aspiration is to be the best person in whatever field you are, then that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. But like, if you have no goals whatsoever, like, what you want to do, I don't know. Well, I hate that because I am a very ambitious person. Like, I don't even know how to focus on now because I'm so into my goals that I have for the future. So, like, if you can't keep up with that speed, then you can't keep up with me.
Gotta have ambition.
No,
gotta have ambition.
I would agree.
In all aspects, not just in life. You gotta be all ambitious all over the place. It makes sense. It makes healthy across the board. So,
yes. All right, old head, it's your turn. Y'all grab your popcorn. You gonna tell us?
My deal breaker is immediately that I feel strongly about. My deal breaker is people that have a negative attitude. Like, everything about them is negative. And then when they talk about other people, it's negative. It's nothing good that they have to say, that's going on with themselves.
I know who you talking about,
or anybody else. And it's like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. It's just because stuff like that tends to bring you down when you're around it all the time. It just drags you down. It wears on you, and you get
Yeah.
tired of trying to hear it. You know, and it's just, oh man. That's like a kill that's like a killer of all
Okay.
things to have somebody just constantly or people just constantly be negative because you can't.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do? What can you do? Who can you help by being negative all the time? You're not trying to help yourself. You're not allowing anybody to help you or assist you.
I got you,
But
bro.
it's just crazy. I'm like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like you have a life. You only got one life. It ain't like cats where they say they got 9 lives, and that's not true because if you get hit by a car, that's it. All 9 lives gone. But anyway, you have one life. Enjoy it to the fullest. Make something out of it. Do things in your life that you can look back at and say, man, I did this. I enjoyed doing this. And when it's time for you to go, you don't have anything to think about. There's nothing that you have to look back and be like, man, well, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or I should have done it. Yeah, you supposed to have, it's always look forward, look forward, look forward. There's no need to look back.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you said
Looking back,
it.
history, and history is always a lesson. It's always things that happen good that you can make better, things that happen bad that you can make good and then do better and best. But it's that the negative attitude, man. I've done seen it. I've seen it in the military. I've seen it out here in civilian life or whatever, and it just like, oh
It's a
man, it
drain.
drains the life
Yeah,
energy out of you
a
just
fucking
being
drain.
around people like
Chris,
that.
I definitely wasn't letting that Destiny's Child quote slide though, bro. I caught that. I
Can
caught
you
that.
keep up, baby girl? What the hell, Chris?
Yeah,
What
I
is
caught
it?
that. I caught that. I put it. Yeah, I caught the Destiny Child quote. Yeah.
Why, Chris?
Oh my god.
Yo, he is silly as hell, man. I'm sorry,
uh,
man.
yeah.
Wonder if they're grateful for anything.
Man. Oh, you can go, Lady
So
J, because
I, you said what?
I said you can
I
go. Yeah.
absolutely agree with that. That the negative folks, they just drain like they do. They like drain everything you have. So I definitely agree. I am 1000% on board with your deal breaker. So for me, really, really huge deal breakers for me. I cannot stand a liar. I can't stand with a passion. I can't stand people who lie. Like you saw in the name, right? Lie to yourself, not me. Real talk with Lady J. It was a reason that's there. Because people will lie to you all day and night. And I don't even just mean like in that name, it wasn't even just like lying to me. It's like for real, lie to yourself, okay? Don't come to me with all that BS, that negativity and all that other stuff. Don't come to me with that. I can't do liars. I hate liars. Um, Inconsistent people. I can't stand people who are inconsistent. Like it makes me absolutely batty. Why are you looking like that, old head? Why?
Because I'm just listening. I'm just listening and thinking because you always have people that are. You
That are
always have
inconsistent?
people. It's always people around you that's
Oh
inconsistent.
yeah.
So
I know, but it makes me like so. You go be inconsistent over there, but when you come over here in my space, in my bring it around town bubble, I need you to be
I
consistent.
gotta get the Bring It Around Town gift. I will have that ready for you next week.
Listen, I'm
I'll
telling you,
definitely.
in the bring it around town area in this bubble right here. Okay, I'm gonna need you to have some consistency. I understand that we have like bad
Chris is
days,
silly,
right?
yo.
Everybody have bad days. We can't always be consistent 24/7, but like more often than not, I need you to be consistent. Um, oh my God, time, time, time to me is so important. So if you tell me that you're gonna be somewhere at a certain time, we're gonna do something at a certain time, and then I'm sitting there and you're not there, do you know what I had to do today? Do you know how many cakes I had to do? Do you know how many people I had to deliver to? Do you know what I had to pick up from school?
Listen, man.
No. Time.
When she got to make these right here, bro, and you taking your sweet ass time to do something, that's pissing me off because I can eat these cakes. Like
you messing up my cake life.
Listen, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Story time. I had a customer who was supposed to pick up a cake at a certain time. I'm sitting, I'm waiting. Hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and I'm like,
you loyal as hell. You stand there for that long.
Well, luckily, I didn't have anything to do. Luckily, I was at home with nothing to do. Hey, so are you coming to get your cake? Like, wedding cake? No, retirement cake. It was retirement cake. She's like, oh yeah, I'm running a little late. I'm like, well, normally I have a policy where like there's a late fee. So you don't have to pay this late fee. I didn't know there was a late fee. It's stated inside of your invoice that it's a late fee if you're 30 minutes late. This lady, when I tell you, she ended up not even coming to pick up her cake until the next day.
The bad part about that is she didn't text or didn't call you to let you know when anything was going on. See, that would be the more appropriate, that would be the more brainful thing to do. But some people figure that their time is more precious than everybody else's. And it's like, I'm going to do what I got to do. Hey, I'll just deal with it later or whatever. But you just killed somebody else's time that they had to do something else for your time. So it's
as a busy person myself, I feel that completely because like if I set apart time to do something with someone, then like I cleared up. This is me not doing a podcast, not making a some type of graphic, like not doing something important to do this thing with you. So you're not only wasting my time, you wasted all the time that I could have spent doing other things for other people. So like that, Facts on facts. That's
now when you're running a conglomerate at this point, like trying to make this thing happen.
I ain't got time.
Me and Oda's been busy with a capital BUSY, like exclamation points after it. Like it's all for a goal, but
right?
Absolutely.
So that is, I think, some of my huge ones. So it's almost time for this to go, but I have one last question, and that is just some of your what is just like one or two, something that's not so much a deal breaker. Like you could kind of like look it over, like it's tolerable. Like, you know what? I don't really like that, but I could maybe somebody smack, right? And you're like, oh, I can't stand when you eat your food. But you know what though? Like,
what you gonna say? Oh, he's smacking, but he's cute. I'll get past that. And then the smacking gets louder in the relationship. He be sounding like an audience clapping.
No, listen. Story time. My first husband, he smacked, and it was you were so in love, and it was like, oh, it's cute. I could tolerate that. I could deal with that, right? And then as we got more into it, he was smacking, and then he hummed.
At the same time he was smacking?
So he'd be like, no.
Oh,
no. She remember the faces he was making
he was holding back. He was like, maybe she would.
Yeah.
My man was holding back from his true colors. He was like, maybe if she hear me smack. Yeah. He was like, I'll wait until it get comfortable enough and I'll let her see the real me when I eat.
I think I just don't like people that want to put cold parts of their bodies on me all the time. Don't put your cold parts of your body on me. Like, don't put your hands and your feet on me, and just do it out of nowhere. Like, it's a deal breaker. That's what I'm saying. But it annoys the shit out of me. Like,
I wish Felicia was watching this right now.
Word!
I'm guilty of that. I am so guilty. I slipped that foot right onto the bed.
and you put it, and it ain't even like you're putting it on my hands, or you want, and you don't give me the option to do it. You'll just put it somewhere that you know I'm gonna have a reaction that ain't gonna be good to, because it can make somebody mad really quick just doing that. Like if you give me a hug and you want to put your hands up my back with your freezing fucking hands, that's annoying as fuck. Like I don't get mad about it
because it's something that you never expect.
No,
that's what it is.
Comfortable about that.
Break that down.
Yes,
because my wife.
I'm not gonna lie, I do. Right on your leg.
My wife does that sometimes. She'll get in the bed or whatever, and I'll be laying there, and all of a sudden you get that you get the cold hands on your back or whatever, and you be like you don't mean to, brother. What the hell is jumping?
You have a reaction like
yeah, that's the because you can be paying attention to something and it just throw everything off, and she'd be like, "I was just playing or whatever. Don't you do that again?"
Like everything.
Yo,
Diana, I'm not gonna hold you. If my song come on, like if it's a song that I really like,
that's disrespect. That's considered disrespect. You turn that radio up and we having a conversation.
Like,
while we're having a conversation, that's different. That's different.
Wow.
Otis is
song?
If anything, Lelouch is a savage for that. If he just be like, you know what, hold on real quick. I'm like, in the middle of the conversation, like
I'm just like, we can talk anytime. Drake is on now. What you want me to do?
Oh man, you done gave up on Drake. Yeah.
Gave up on Drake. That's funny.
Let me hear Felicia right
That's
now.
funny.
If Drake come on, you ain't got a chance. I'm gonna listen to that sad ass song.
What is one for you?
Who?
For me?
Yeah.
A lukewarm thing for me that like it annoys me, but I can tolerate it. Like repeatedly asking me the same thing over and over. Like,
God,
yeah, that you just understand that.
I can handle it, but I'm just like, okay, like this is the 45th time that you've asked me this very specific thing today. Like if it's like over time, sure, I'm not gonna be bothered by that. But like, if you ask me to do the same thing over and over in that day,
we understand. We understand that.
Oh yeah.
She's like, what the fuck? She's not happy about that. Drake is on here. Yeah, you going here? Yeah.
Okay, so
how much I gotta say for you to pipe down? Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's a Drake quote.
Yeah, that's it.
So, old heads for you.
Let me see. I think it's more for me. For me, it's oh my God. I have it's a lot of things, but I think for me, if I'm saying something to you, if I'm saying something to you, and you're like watching TV or playing a game, and I'm telling you to do something, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll be there, or I'll get it done, and then you don't see them move. It's like their ass is glued to the damn seat or the floor or whatever, and you like, no. And then as long as they move, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna sit there and it's gonna be 45 minutes that done passed and you still there, I mean, I'll get past it, but it's just a certain amount of time that you have to do this after I say something to you. I shouldn't have to come back and say it again and keep repeating myself. And all parents go through that. You know, you deal with it for a little bit, and then when people they don't move, they still in that same spot or whatever. Every time you come in there, and you like, all right, I'm trying to give you a chance to go on ahead and do something, and then all of a sudden you got to go in there and act a total fool.
You want to see that other side of Lady J?
Never gets done.
That's exactly how you get it. These kids, you be like, oh, go do this. Are you still sitting?
I don't know what any of that means.
I think that's some bullshit, but go ahead.
Oh, it's they don't move fast enough. They just be sitting there like you ain't say nothing. All right, now see if I can over there and snatch you up. Then I'm wrong, right? Then I'm wrong. Then now you just tell everybody I was wrong. So yeah, no, I can't.
I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he shut the game off. Because you ain't listening.
Tolerable things for me. Let's see. Tolerable deal breakers for me. Like if you can't cook, like if I was dating you or something and you can't cook, I could tolerate that.
That might be a deal breaker.
But you gonna keep eating nasty food?
That's because because if she's comfortable with herself cooking, she don't have a problem with it. But you got a lot of ladies out there that can't cook. So and I've run into a few of them. They can't cook. They cannot cook. I don't know who their mama was, grandmama or whoever. Yeah, they can't cook. I mean, their boys would burn air if they had to. But anyway, I'm like,
I've had a burnt salad from somebody's place before. A burnt salad, like legit. Like a
burnt salad?
Yes.
Who burns a salad?
Who the fuck was cooking?
Was it the chicken that they put on the salad, or was it the whole salad?
It was a chicken salad.
They put the whole damn
chicken.
Thing in
the chicken wasn't burnt, but the salad was.
But the salad.
I don't know.
Yo, that sound like they sound like they had the lettuce and everything near a flame or something, and wasn't paying attention. And you know how they take the chicken and cut it up and then slide it off on over top of this. Man, I guarantee you that's what they did. I guarantee you that's what they did.
I've never seen that in a day in my life. That's crazy.
I've never seen it either. But man, you burning salads. You burning salads.
No, that's cabbage. That's cabbage. No, at that point you just made cabbage and added some chicken to it. That's cabbage. I mean, you can't burn no salad. Like that's spinach. Depending on your leaves, that is spinach and cabbage. That's what you made with some chicken. No, that's insane. A burnt salad.
Burnt salad.
No. Oh my God, no. So no, but yeah, he right though. He right because I know how to cook. So. Like, I'm going to make sure I eat. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to make sure they don't eat either. I'm going to make enough for everybody. But if you can't cook, that's not like a horrible thing. Now, would I like somebody that can cook? Yes. Facts. I would like somebody that cook. But if you don't, it's okay. It's all right. So, yeah, no. So I think that's probably one of my less, like I could tolerate that. I don't know the other ones right now. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to feel my way through. With sometime during the season, we'll come back to the year. We'll come back and talk about those. I'm still learning them, working through that with all that transition and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so no. So y'all thoughts for the evening? How did y'all enjoy yourself this evening?
Well,
I was bored.
I didn't
want to be here. Like, I feel like I'm joking. I had a great time.
Oh man,
that's because you bring it around town. You got to bring it around town, and then you'll be good. That's what it is. So we are getting ready to end our night, but I hope that you guys out there, I hope y'all enjoyed us. Hope y'all had a good time with me, Mr. Mike Hennessey. Wrong way.
Yep.
Mike Hennessey. Oh, look, wrong way. Either way. Mike Hennessey, La Rouge, La Otis, and Old Head. I'm gonna do it one day. Old Head, thank you so very much for coming and visiting me.
You know I had to. I had to help you open it up. I
appreciate that. Before we go, I want to make sure that you guys do follow each one of us on all of our things. Mike, you want to go ahead and tell them where they can find you?
Mike Hennessey 215 on Instagram, Mike Hennessey 215 on TikTok, Mike Hennessey 23 on Twitch. I'm working on. You can find me here, Bloated Proof Entertainment. Definitely check this out. See me on the TBC podcast with Old Head Mondays at 7:00.
You know where it's going to be.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Find me on Bay-Chan After Dark. There's a lot of people who probably see me, recognize me from there. Bay-Chan After Dark. Shit gets real on that show, you know. Like you should see next. You should see what's coming up this week.
Yeah. The priest come out at night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come out at night.
Pretty much.
As long as you don't come with another 30-day ban.
No. We ain't doing that before. No. We learned our lesson. I looked at them. They said we should do part 2. I said part 2 of what? Hell no. Like it better be part 2, the PG version, and a part 2 like a super. I'm talking about rated G. Like it should look like the damn Power Rangers on this joint the way we do it. Like
if they want to get like silhouettes of like actual cucumbers, they can show that if they want. Like that's cool. Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I missed that show, y'all. I missed that one. That's okay.
I still haven't been on that show. I gotta hop on there for an episode.
Yeah, he ain't never been on there with us. I can't even picture it. I just can't picture it.
I'm not allowed to be on there. Sorry.
That's so special. Otis, you came and visited me before everyone else. I'm feeling
yeah, you had to.
Thank you. Where can we that one lonely place that we could find you at, Otis?
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram. Same as my name here, Lelouch V. You know, you can catch me on the Then and Now podcast on YouTube, where we're dropping stuff almost every day. We got a live show coming every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. You can catch me on the show that's running actually like right now. It's a debate show we got. I'll be on there sometimes. You know, it depends on my work schedule. But yeah, and you can always catch me on Bird Poop Entertainment. I'm always doing something. And our new thing that we got coming to Bird Poop Gaming. You'll catch me there.
The game.
Can't wait for that.
Catch me there a lot.
That's the only time I seen you too. When you did the gaming. Yeah, when he did that infomercial for it.
My work schedule sucks. I'm sorry.
All bad. And Mr. Oldhead, how can we find you?
I definitely did skip Oldhead.
You know, _head at Instagram.
That's about it.
Yeah, we had to get a close up on the Wayans Brothers fro. I had to.
Yo, that shit probably crazy, yo. You should put some juices in your hair. So
no, I'm not doing that. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing. Then I have to come in like Pinky and shit. What's wrong, nigga? What's wrong, nigga?
Right. Merry Christmas,
Yeah, if he had to drip, that goes from
that should have been hilarious.
That's Soul Glow.
Oh.
Yeah.
We say Soul Glow? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Soul Glow.
That's what I was like. I was like, let your soul glow.
I can't get the note because I definitely would have.
Let your soul glow.
There you go.
Hair so silky smooth.
Can we clip it and like let that play back during other episodes? Like,
yeah.
Yo, that should have been too funny, yo. Mike, I might have to add that to the podcast.
As soon as I come out, right? So let your soul glow. Just let it shine through.
That motherfucker. Yo, he was
grease on the back of his
looking like you sweating down the face. Look, looking like you sweating down the face, and it's all activated. This man looked like he was working out. Activator, no.
Mike, that motherfucker's pulled up at the McDonald's. Just say,
man, I did some. Let me tell y'all something before we get out of here. I have done some goofy shit. Like I had these Billy Bob teeth, right, with one tooth missing, and they had a gold tooth. So a long gold tooth. So I was sitting. This happened in Philadelphia too, Mike. I was sitting on the back of the bus with a couple of my friends coming home from work. And they was like, I dare you to go up there and talk to that girl in the front of the bus. So I put the teeth in and put these thick ass glasses on. I mean, them Johns was thick. They was thicker than the damn peanut butter you pull out the jar. So anyway, I walk up to her, I was like, yeah, can I get your number? And she turned around and looked. She was like, what the hell? I was like, I'm serious. I know I'm not as cute as any of these brothers out here.
Oh my gosh.
But she was like, I asked her for a number. I still got that girl number. I don't have it now, but I still ended up getting her number.
Oh, hey, you smooth, huh? You smooth.
Yeah.
With a V, smooth.
I went in a restaurant like that. In fact, I went to McDonald's, bought some food. The girl that was serving me, she couldn't stop laughing because she was like, "Is this real? Is this real?" And it was this real teeth and stuff. And I was ordering stuff at the counter. And she had to leave because she was laughing so hard. She ran to the back and she was like, "Somebody please go take his order," or whatever, and stuff like that. So the supervisor came out, and I still ordered my food, and they was trying to figure out if it was really my teeth. To make it convincing, I sat there at the table. My friends was at another table watching, and I'm eating the food with these teeth in.
Oh my!
And they was like, "Oh hell no, this is real." You hear him cracking up behind the counter and stuff, and I was serious as hell because when she was laughing, I was like, "What you laughing for? I'm just trying to make my order or whatever." So she couldn't stop, man. I'll be doing some dumb stuff. I have done some dumb stuff, man. And I don't care. It's just to make people laugh. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
All right. And so, as y'all know, I'm Miss Lady J. Y'all can find me on my favorite place, y'all, TikTok. TikTok lives in my brain.
TikTok did it for
Listen, TikTok. Lady J 1111. I spend a lot of time on there. Y'all, they about to lift my ban, my suspension. So I'm gonna be back like Tuesday morning. Y'all be looking for me. You can also find me, my business pages, my Facebook, Jay's Decadent Delight. Oh, forgive me, Instagram. My regular personal Instagram page is Lady Man 2008. I have my, go ahead, Mike, so I can know which one I'm going with next. Oh, it's my Instagram. Jay's Decadent Delights _Jay's Decadent _Delights. And then the last one, my Facebook page, which is my business page, Jay's Decadent Delights. Y'all come on over there. Y'all come see what I got going on. Come see. I might be able to get you some delights. I'm working on shipping. I don't have it right now, but I'm working on it. I can get y'all some cookies right about now, but I'm working on cake in a jar. So got some really, really good things coming up. And I'm super excited. Thank you again, guys, for inviting me to the Blurred Entertainment team. Y'all are awesome, and I can't wait to see what this year holds. Y'all make sure y'all go follow, subscribe, and like all of our pages. We have go like the YouTube page and the Facebook page, which is Blurred Approved Entertainment. Make sure y'all come back and hang out with me next week. I will be here again next Friday at 7. Y'all come on. Make sure y'all come back and bring it on around town.
That's gonna be the closing gift for that one. The SpongeBob got to get around town. I got it.
Yes. So thank you guys so very much for coming and hanging out with me and my friends. I hope to see y'all next week. If you guys have some ideas for the show, please make sure y'all go follow my pages and send me some messages. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Let me know what y'all want to hear about. Let me know what y'all want to see me cook on the show.
Oh, shit.
I'm ready.
I'm reading the comments unanimously. I need an upside down pineapple cake
It's gonna be a good time.
cheeseburgers.
You said what, cheeseburgers?
Make a cheeseburger cake.
And here I'm gonna do the broadcast.
Oh yeah, you do.
I love the cheeseburger cake.
Yeah.
I literally made the cheeseburger cake. That was one of the first cakes that I ever made. That was one of the first cakes. Oh my God. And I was so scared because I had never worked with fondant before. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick before it's time for us to go.
Oh, it's been time.
Oh, was it? My bad.
Nah, it's bad planning on my part. It's okay.
Cheeseburger. There you go. Oh wow! With the fries and everything. Look, even got the ketchup.
Those were sugar cookie fries. I made sugar cookies and I chopped it up like French fries.
Yeah, I gotta hear her.
And the mustard is actually made out of buttercream. So yes, I've already done that.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about, man.
You make a different fry. I don't like sugar cookies.
If you're hungry,
I don't know if I can like something. I don't know what you like shortbread. It's hard to make it look like a French fry out of cookie.
We'll fix something. Okay.
All right. So thank you guys. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're all. Thanks for